Hello everyone, welcome to Yoga with Jo. Finding a comfortable cross-legged position on your mat, close the eyes, relax the shoulders, grow long and tall in the spine and start to breathe deeply. Drop the chin to the chest and then float the head up and look over the right shoulder, looking back as far as you can, and then over to the left, back to the right, and then looking over to the left as far as you can, easing out tension in the neck, back to the right, and then back to center. Roll the shoulders up, back and down, keeping a lovely length in the spine. Then take the left hand to the right knee, take the right arm behind you and twist. Turn the head over the left shoulder. Come back to center, right hand to the outside of the left knee, and turn to look over that right shoulder. Come back to center, roll the shoulders up, back and down. Clasp the fingers together and circle the wrists, working out any stiffness and tension in the hands, the fingers and the wrists. Try to roll the head at the same time. It is a bit tricky. Change direction whenever you like and keep breathing really deeply. Stretch the hands out at shoulder height. Drop the chin to the chest. Stretch the arms forwards as you send the rib cage and the middle of the back back. Then lift the arms high, stretching the palms out to the sky. Stretch the body over to the left. Think of going up and over rather than collapsing, and then up and over to the right. Back to center, float the arms down. Stretch the legs out in front of you now. Bend the left leg and take the left foot to the outside of the right thigh. Float the right arm up and take right elbow to left knee, twisting. Take the left hand behind you on the mat and close the eyes. Come back to center and swap the legs round. Right foot comes to the outside of the left thigh. Float that left arm high and then take the elbow to the outside of the right knee, twisting deeply. Close the eyes. Grow tall with every inhale and deepen the twist with every exhale. Coming back to center, cross the legs together and then come into all fours. Make sure that the elbows, shoulders and wrists are all in one line and the hips are directly above the knees. Start to circle the hips, twisting them and moving them whichever way feels good. Imagine a pencil coming down from your belly button and imagine drawing different shapes on the mat, figures of 8, zigzags, squiggles, anything to get the body really moving, working into all the nooks and crannies of the spine. Come back to center, tuck the toes under and sit back on the heels. Grow tall in the spine, and then twist the body round to the left hand side, taking your right hand to the outside of your left thigh. You can curl the other arm behind your back. Come back to center, left hand to the outside of right thigh. Come back to center, place the hands on the mat and walk them forwards, coming to lying on your front. Bend the arms at right angles, placing the palms on the mat next to you, roughly in line with your ears. Then gently roll over so that you're coming up onto your left side. You should feel a lovely stretch in the left shoulder. To increase the stretch, you can send your right leg back, and then you can slowly start to lift it from the ground. Gently roll back onto your front and change sides. Rolling the body up so that you're on your right hand side now. You can use your arm to support. Send that left leg back, and then you can gradually lift the leg if you want to increase the stretch. Breathe deeply. Relax the face and the jaw. Back to lying on your front, and then slowly push the upper body up with the hands, coming back through all fours, and then widening the knees and sinking the hips back onto the heels into our child's pose. Slowly slide the hands and the forearms forward on the mat, coming into puppy pose. Legs are bent at right angles, hips and bum are in the air, and then gently melt the rib cage down to the mat. You can either place your chin or your forehead on the mat, whichever feels better. Now gently feed the right arm under the body and float the left arm high, twisting the upper body and the shoulders, opening out the chest area. Breathe deeply. Float that left arm down and change sides, feeding the left arm under the body and floating the right arm high. Spinal twist. Float that right arm down, come back onto all fours, and circle those hips again, working into every nook and cranny, breathing deeply. Then bring the right knee to the right elbow, left knee to left elbow, crossing the legs and sitting back on the bum. Take the right foot to the outside of the left knee, tucking the left foot behind the bum. Then bring the left elbow to the outside of the right knee, coming into a deep spinal twist. You can move the head from side to side. Come back to center and change sides. Left foot to the outside of the right thigh, and then bring the right elbow to the outside of the left knee and twist. Come back to center and cross the legs. Then take the hands to fists at the heart center, lift the elbows high and twist from side to side. Inhale, stretch the arms high above the head. Exhale, float the arms down. Breathing in, sweep the arms high, stretching through the side of the ribs. Exhale, lower the arms down, and then come to lying on your back. Hug the knees into the chest, stretch the arms out at shoulder height, and allow the legs to fall over to the right hand side. Take the right hand to the knees to increase the twist and look over the left shoulder. Relax everything, soften into this posture and breathe deeply. Sweep the legs up and change sides, allowing them to fall down to the left, and take the left hand to the knees. Look over that right shoulder and relax. Bring the legs back to center and circle the ankles, hugging the knees into the chest. Then stretch everything out and allow the arms and legs to flop out to the side of the body, coming into our Shavasana resting pose. Free the neck, face and jaw of any tension and melt the shoulders and hips down into the earth. Stretch the arms above the head now and point the toes. Take a lovely deep inhale, and as you exhale, start to wiggle those fingers and toes. Slowly roll onto one side and then guide yourself up to a seated cross-legged position, keeping the eyes closed and the head heavy. Rub those palms together, place them over your eyes and flutter the eyes open, lowering the palms. Thank you so much, everyone. Namaste. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.